What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So I just finally finished my grind for the essay and the medals for the physical final form FRIEZA, basically the JP rewards for the competition between global and JP. So it took a little bit of time. I did have to go through the FRIEZA event to get the drop cards, which kind of varied in luck, and then also awakening, through the medals and whatnot. I wanted 100% guaranteed instead of 50% because I didn't want to redo the grind, so I just went ahead and got him to UR status. So here we go with the max SA, and now we're going to move on to Rainbow in the Sky to 100%, and really I'm going to go with level 11 for additional attack and level 15 for criticals. I mean, not really anything specific with the super attack for this guy, so I just pretty much went with the standard approach for physical types. Again, level 11 for additional attack and level 15 for criticals. Pretty much a good balance between the two skill sets. So yeah, this guy's going to be rainbow status at 100%. Really not really recommended. I'm doing this more or less for collection purposes and have another unit at rainbow status. Like I said, collection purposes strictly, but we'll go ahead and test this guy out and see how he is. So let me just cover the stats a little bit. Pretty much the exact opposite of the Strength Goku that Global ended up getting as winners. So congratulations to Global. I know a lot of you guys wanted this FRIEZA unit instead, but essentially the same leader skills and whatnot. Let's just cover the stats a little bit. So all types plus 3 key HP attack and defense increase of 30% for the leader skill. Super attack will cause supreme damage to enemy. Passive skill plus 3 key attack and defense increase of 77% when HP is 77% or below. Link skills, he does have prodigies. That is 10% increase to attack. Universe is most malevolent, 15% increase to attack. Shocking speed plus 2 key. Strongest clan in space plus 2 key, and then nightmare is 10% increase to attack. So most of the time the team that I've used is going to share link skills such as Universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space, and then prodigy. So for the most part those are links. Nightmare is also another one that is shared among a lot of the units within this extreme type team with the new tech first form FRIEZA leaders. Again, the HP maxed out is 9,012, attack is 10,041, defense is 5,865, 12 key multiplier is 130%. Again, if you're really interested in actually raising the SA through the FRIEZA event, the first stage will have the card drop, but you will have to Dokkan Awaken that unit to get at least a 50% boost. Now, so this guy, the passive doesn't kick in unless the HP level is 77% or below, so a little bit of an issue there because this team has the ability to recover HP through the setup with the team build. I did include the intelligence type GT FRIEZA just because of the ability to increase attack and defense by 25%, I think it was, basically as part of the passive skills for that guy. So pretty useful unit for the extreme types. In addition to that 25% increase to attack and defense, he does provide plus 2 key as well. Another good thing about this unit is they share pretty much a lot of the link skills. Prodigies, the universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space, and nightmare are all link skills that he shares with the physical type. So pretty much kept him in the mix. The World Tournament Perfect Cell obviously provides that 30% increase to attack and defense for extreme types as well, so pretty beneficial. The Agility Golden FRIEZA does provide the Prodigy's link skill, and then also Universe's most malevolent and strongest clan in space. Unfortunately, I don't think that one had the Nightmare link skill, so missing out on additional boosts there. And you'll see the new tech first form FRIEZA linked up with the physical type final form FRIEZA as well, just to see how kind of they link up together based on the transformations, because some of the skill sets do change accordingly. So I was a little bit curious about that too. Overall, like I said, this is more or less collection purposes. Since I went ahead and rainbowed this guy, I figured I'd do a test and showcase just to show you guys how this guy is. Obviously nowhere close to the hardest hitting units in the game. I mean, I wouldn't even consider him mediocre at this point, but once the passive skill kicks in with that extra 77% increased attack and defense and a key boost, this guy does pretty well, and you'll see that in certain situations, especially when he has type advantage, like against the Vegito event here. But unless, if you're talking about neutral type without the passive kicking in, his damage output is really not going to be that great, but under certain conditions, he could be beneficial. So that's probably the key takeaway with this one. Again, you'll see this guy, I mean, like 817,000 with the critical is certainly very good output, but this is with, type advantage and the passives kicking in. So again, a little bit restricted with the passive for, having to be 77% or below an HP, which isn't, the hardest to do, but it really does come down to, the team build. So, yeah, I mean, if you're really lacking units and you really need extreme type units, I mean, this guy could certainly be decent, but just my 2 cents. I mean, there are plenty of other better units that you could prioritize in terms of invest in the hidden potential orbs. So not necessarily something I would suggest, but I went ahead and did it because I wanted to, and I had plenty of physical type potential orbs, and before the card was even available, I mean, I pretty much had the mindset of maxing out whichever unit was given out to JP. Pretty much went with that decision. I mean, I had plenty of orbs, like I said. So yeah, hopefully this is useful, and for those wondering what this guy was like at 100% potential, hopefully this gives you a better idea of whether to actually raise the SA or put in some work on the potential system. Again, honestly, probably not the best of ideas and recommendations, but again, this is really a visual showcase of showing you guys how this guy is. So hopefully this, like I said, this is interesting and kept you clarified a few things. I mean, again, this guy's not bad. He's really not bad, but is he worth it? Probably not. Again, the best link skill, linking partner is the intelligence type GT Final Form Frieza, just because they share quite a bit of link skills together, and also the passive for the intelligence version does provide a key boost and 25% to attack and defense. So you are seeing fluctuations of this guy's output based on the supporting units in the team. Like the Perfect Cell unit does also provide 30% toward attack and defense as well. So you're looking at a combination of things that are adding up to his attack and defense output. So switching on over to Boss Rush Stage 4, just to kind of test out different scenarios and see how this guy is. So again, based on seeing the tech Frieza unit attack, this guy's not going to be anywhere close to that level. He's not really meant to. I mean, he's not really a featured Dokkan Festival unit anyhow. So similar to last year's rewards for the Badman Vegeta and the Yamcha unit, more or less these are given out as collection purposes and trophy type units. So for this one, I don't know. I just was like, curious enough to see how he was at 100%. So here we are. I might actually test this guy out on Super Battle Road and see if there's any benefit to bringing this unit on board. So maybe we'll do a part 2 showcase when the weekend comes back around and see how he actually does. The Meta Cooler unit, I've already unlocked all 4 paths, and he's still stuck at SA level 1, so I think that'll be the next little project for me is, get the SA up to max and then go through all the potential levels and make sure to, get this guy to full rainbow status. I use him frequently enough on a variety of teams where it's just going to be worthwhile to go ahead and invest the potential orbs onto him. So yeah, we're pretty much getting close to the end of the video here, but again, once the passive kicks in for him, he's pretty decent given certain circumstances. So hopefully, like I said, this gave you a good idea of what to expect from this guy at 100%. So certainly appreciate you watching, and definitely stay tuned for the next video.